Okay, what's the title of the talk? Competing with and comparing yourself to others' enlightenment. Yeah, I mean, that's a little like what I was trying to say in that title is like looking at others, listening to others, and then comparing yourself to the other. Like how enlightened the other is in comparison to you. That's kind of what I meant, but it wasn't a very good attempt at capturing the title. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I just accidentally lost a page there. So competing and comparing is such an interesting aspect of the mind. When I say mind, I kind of mean like the thought processes. Because what it points to is there is a you that's in comparison to someone else. There is a you in comparison to someone else. And what is this idea of you? So what and who is this idea of you? So if you asked the majority of people, their idea of themselves is something in time, an action they've done in the past, where they're heading to in the future, their talents, what they're good at, what they're not good at, their job, doctor, a cleaner, a fruit picker, a dog trainer. So there is a narrative of something that's in past or future that you believe is sitting there and holds all these qualities and is in relationship with the other. So most people are walking around the whole time with this identity that they've formed, and it's not just as simple of what I've said. It goes off into many complicated directions. Like, so you have more authentic character, and then you have all these delusions of what you've been taught by society, by your parents, by traumas. So for example, you may identify as a banker, and then you might have lots of strands that come off that. So you might have, I am a banker, but I am bad for being a banker. Being a banker is bad because it's corrupt. I am ashamed of my work. I don't like my work. Money is evil. Or you might have, I am a banker. I am better than other people. People who aren't in the money industry and business are not good enough. I'm better. I'm more superior. People respect me for it. So there could be all these like strains that go off everything that you identify with. So there's this like complex midriff, no, not midriff. I've forgotten that word. Complex concoction of what you are, which is massive. And I don't think there are any two people the same. Every two people are so unique in that personality structure and in those beliefs. And so most people in society believe this to be who they are, and to me that is suffering. To not have any separation from that person, to believe that that is who you are, that you're better than someone, that you're worse than someone. And often people's ideas about themselves fluctuate. So you have, I'm better than other people, then I'm worse than other people. So it's not like you're fixed on one, it moves. And then also there's often like, I'm better than someone has, inside it, I fear that I'm worse than somebody. So there's all these opposites that get tangled together. So this is quite a complex notion, and I speak about it as if it's nothing, but it is quite complex, this idea of yourself, and then the way that that self interacts with others. And we need others in order to position ourselves. So to be the best banker, or to be better because you are a banker, you need others which are lower than you, or you need others which are higher than you. And all of that is contained in your imagination. As soon as you form a sense of self, you need to be able to compare yourself to other forms in order to find that. I'm a banker because I'm not a dog trainer or a husband or a shelf stocker or a fruit picker. So you know that you're a banker because that says all the things that you're not, so it narrows it down to that. So our mind is constantly working in this comparison. Comparing. Like, you know, Lisa is Lisa by knowing that she's not the sofa and not the pillow. I mean, that would be very trippy if you kept getting confused if she was the sofa or the pillow. It might happen if you smoked a lot of weeds or LSD or hallucinogenics. Might be getting confused. Like, who is Lisa? Most of the time we don't narrate these stories to us. They come as a feeling in the body, and that's what Freud and Jung most probably, or what they were most really pointed to when I think it was Freud that invented the idea of the unconscious. That it's unconscious because it's a feeling. So you come in contact with someone that's a cleaner and then you feel higher than them. And that might not be your narration, it's the unconscious. So what's wonderful about non-duality is it's pointing back to your true self, which isn't found in opposites. So there is this element to you that doesn't contain an opposite and isn't veiled by the mind and by what the narrative and the storyteller and the feelings portray. So in the human world, you might feel lower or higher than someone. You might feel good or bad or right or wrong. And that's not necessarily suffering. The suffering is the attachment to that and no sense of who you truly are. So losing the sense of who you truly are, even though you can't really lose it because that's who you truly are, so it can never really be lost. But it seems to get veiled, and the illusory self, so the self that's always changing, the character, and your true self get merged, so you can't distinguish who you are. It's kind of like lost in the background because you're so focused on form, on yourself and the other. So who are you truly? That's the fantastic bit. Who are you truly? Yes, 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 yes. Who are you truly? Who you are truly is something which cannot be found in time. But it's not even something. I'm just saying something because I don't have any other words for it. It's not human, it's not personal, it's not a thought, not a feeling, not an idea. It is, you could say, an empty looking and a sense of beingness. So this empty looking and this sense of being alive. But it's not yours in the human world. So the person thinks who I truly am is consciousness and the I am, and I've got to hold on to it. But you is always something in time. You are appearing in it. It's here already. The idea of you holding on to it is an idea. Doesn't mean don't do it, just like doesn't mean don't meditate, don't do yoga, don't go to therapy. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just trying to point to something which is beyond you on the human level, but is truly you on the absolute level. And it's in every experience and it's totally free. I would call it love and emptiness. Like, so to me, the I am represents the love, but not I am something, not I am as something you know. So often it's described as consciousness is conscious of the I am. It's this sense of being that's here immediately. Immediately. And it is this empty looking that's here immediately. In every experience, those two opposites, you could say, but the same, are always, they always are. There's always this empty looking and this sense of beingness. The character thinks, I am conscious and I am. So it holds on to them and they're merged into the feelings and the thoughts. So it's always, I am happy. I want to get this. I want to understand. I am looking. I am placing my attention. I am doing. I am producing. But there is no I am that belongs to you. There is no consciousness that belongs to you. They are the true essence. They are the fundamentals that are right here. They are fundamental qualities that are right here, always. And you could say, in a way, if we're like poetic about it, they are the bridge between life and death, between existence and not existence. And existence and not existence are what you are, you're both. And then these are the bridge between that. Because if there's no consciousness and beingness, which are one and the same thing, there is no appearances. There is nothing happening. There needs to be consciousness in order to be things. You could say that all things are conscious. They inherently arise with consciousness. And none of this is contained in the body. So the mind is also telling you continuously that consciousness and the I am belong inside the body, and I am looking. Whereas they are not contained inside the body. They are all places and no places. So the love and the looking are in all things. Are all things. And these human bodies are being used in order to have this particular experience. So it's seemingly as if we're looking through these bodies at the world, but actually it's everything that's looking. So when you move your attention, your imagination is telling you it's the head that's moving the attention, or moving the lens. And that's the way it appears. But actually, it is life that is moving. That's so hard to put into words. This is so wonderful. This is so beautiful. What's happened with the human is we've got lost in the daydream of thoughts. Our thoughts, it's like this energy, like it's thinking, but it's also this energy of attachment to the thinking. It's a belief in the thinking. So it's this belief that what we think is real and what we feel is real. Whereas actually the only thing that's real is what you are right here, right now. It's so miraculous. And what's being talked about isn't just this recognition or some type of understanding. It is an energetic expansion from being inside the body to being all places. And when I say that, your mind is instantly going to compare itself to me and try to work out where it is in the world of enlightenment. And just know that's nonsense. That's going into delusion. What else is here? It's okay to feel that. I'm not trying to say you're wrong for feeling that, but it's just seeing it for what it is. I have delusive thoughts. My character has delusion thoughts. it's knowing, or just knowing that what you truly are, or seeing what you truly are, is beyond that. So it's okay for all those things to come up, but it's not you, it's not a character, it's not a limitation. They are simply feelings that are appearing, giving a particular experience. You are beyond that. You are beyond that. You are beyond that. So we come together here, in the name of the Father and the Son, Holy Spirit. I've forgotten. Father and the Son, Holy Ghost, and I've forgotten the fourth one. That was just a bit of a joke. So we gather today in order to, like, you know, those religious services that we've all spent many hours in, which have beautiful meaning in it, but it's often that people that are teaching it have actually forgotten who they are. And so kind of teaching an intellectual concept